Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome. It's your girl, Legendary. I am live all the way in Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know about where y'all at, but it's been raining the past couple of days out here in Vegas, on the whole West Coast pretty much. So, we're trying to keep warm out here. It rains a little bit. We don't know how to act. But today is Tuesday, January 15th. Today a king was born. In my show today, I'm dedicating it to freedom. Today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Somebody who has been a very, very instrumental person in the world of all time. He's changed a lot of hearts and a lot of minds. And he's influenced my music, my way of life. I mean, he was definitely and still is definitely a very special person. Today he would have been 90 years old. Still could have been living this whole time. I mean, I can't even imagine, how things would be different if he still was around. To just give us that undenying love, that passion for people, passion for peace. I mean, it's incredible to know that people like that have touched this world. They walked this earth. So definitely believe that he lives legendary still now, even beyond his death. And I just want to honor him a little bit today by talking about freedom and equality and peace. All of that is very big in my life. I try to treat everyone with respect, no matter your color, no matter your age, no matter any of that. I've learned from a very young age that we're all here on this earth to be here together. We're not here to be separate. We're not here to kick each other down. We're here to uplift each other. We're here to share our passions, share our talents. I mean, we wake up every day because we have a purpose. And even though a lot of people, they believe that racism and injustice and things like that, there's still not a big impact on this earth. Because back in, 40s, 50s, 60s, in America, we went through what everybody knows about, Jim Crow times, I like to call it, where we were separate, whites only, colored only. If you were African American, you had to go around the back to get your food. I mean, we couldn't be in McDonald's all hanging out, getting double cheeseburgers, no. And that's something that being able to study on this since a kid. My dad was born in the 40s. I have an auntie who's still alive. She was born in 1919. That means she's 99 years old. So I was able to learn this part of history that my family went through, and they fought hard for that. I mean, they united. Martin Luther King led them through something that, I wish I was a part of. I'm not going to lie. These days, I wish that we can join in and have a sense of community as they did back in those times when they really were fighting They really were standing up for themselves. They really were begging for peace and equality. So that's important for me. So we got some time today. We're going to talk about freedom, talk about equality, and what it means, and just honor Martin Luther King. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get it started. I have a song that I would love to play for you guys. It's me and one of my childhood friends, Jay Rilla. Shout out Jay Rilla from the IE, Chino, California. He's got a new album about to drop soon. You can go follow him on Instagram at Jay Rilla. That's JRIELA. And this is a song that me and him did a few years back for his mixtape Clock Towers. It's called Fly. It's a very beautiful message that the song has. We both kind of get into what music does for us and some of the things that we've been through. We kind of just let it out on the track. So here's Fly, Jay Rilla, featuring Legendary. Back then, when I made this song, I wasn't Legendary. I changed my name recently. My name was actually Lady Mac. Now, it's Lady M-A-C. And what the M-A-C stands for is Make a Change. So, Lady Make a Change. So here goes Fly, Jay Rilla, featuring Lady Mac, a.k.a. Legendary. Hope y'all enjoy.
Yeah. Giving honor to the Most High. Sometimes you go through things that you never really understand. But keep your head up. Listen.
Check it out. Satan's trickery brings upon misery on a swivel. You thinking you gon' be straight. So I got Jesus on your plate. That's food for thought. Have a taste so we can relate to a higher place. Why can't blacks own more states? Cause they own more steel plates put together to create a burner and follows up with murder. So absurd when you don't serve a purpose that's worth more than snatching purses and smoking purple. Slave infatuated, we're perpetrating through different races. So I abrogate the game and claim for myself without justification. So I'm straight with just the case. Cause I learned how to balance on timber wood over rapid running lake. So I can balance running place, blind and pain, and never fall off a floating tree. Lit that on fire and called it weed. Cross-threaded, invented OG. Original genius when it got mixed with me. Became an MC and I broke free with these beats. Now I can see my career blowing up massively like massive breeze. I mastered this game, so I came to give you a masterpiece. And that's before they mix and master the words that I speak. I can make speakers bleed when I breathe carbon dioxide on the mic so passionately. So find a way to set your mind free for the possibility of your spiritual release. Fly. Yeah. Look. Now the Lord is the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Real talk. Look. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. Just a little knowledge. Release yourself. You and I, maybe we could be free. So fly, maybe we could be free. So free, so fly.
Yeah. Dear God, can I talk to you for a second? My mind is fried from all the hoping and the guessing. Cause it seems like the kids is devil repping, chasing the trends of each other, not realizing that they dreams going under. They using drugs or guns now as they cover. He a lockdown father, she a teenage mother. And kids sexing each other but lost sight of the loving. And Cupid ain't around for the lovers anymore. Now it seems kids hitting up neath the blunt when they step through the door. Is it cause daddy not around and mommy is a whore? They say life's a struggle, but what are we fighting for? I say I live for happiness, but in this world of darkness, my soul needs more. Niggas sleeping in boxes, women beat down to the floor. So it comes to no surprise that men will curse God to get that top score. Shit, nigga, tell me if I'm winning. I gave my life to Christ, but I confess that I be sinning. I live my life for lust, so I've been lost from the beginning. I turned to cocaine to give me high feelings. I've been to jail 4 times, example for the children, or an angel who fell off, attracted to the killing. I make it to them riches only if my God willing, or be destroyed by the maze that give me happy feelings, yeah.
Check this out. permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything. Release. Just be free. It's your life. I don't think people think what they see, meaning you got the Lord on your mind, man. That's how you was designed, yeah, that's what it seems. So check the scenes between my lines. I'm just trying to show you where the connection is aligned, where the power's so divine. No need to peek through the blinds. It's safe to come outside, baby girl. This your world. Don't let molestation dictate your characterization. Face it, people go through things and it changes your pacing, but you just gotta tighten up the lacing. Trust me, these demons chase me on the daily, but like the daily paper, I'm reading the Bible. It's like a rifle, shots fire back at the enemy, trying to spite you and fight you like the bullies back in high school. But what it might do is change others' idiotic brains to being more mindful and stop looking at the glass half empty and see it half full. You appreciate God a little more and see what He's trying to do. Underwater with $3 and 6 dimes, I'm on my Erykah Badu.
Fly. Release yourself. Again, that was Fly by Jay Rilla, featuring yours truly, Legendary. That song right there, man, is special to me. You know, it's a great vibe, a great message. And I just enjoyed doing that whole project with him. But, yeah, today, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. A lot of people that know me know that I went through a situation last summer out here in Vegas. You know, I'm new to Vegas. I've been out here maybe 5 months working for Hilton Grand Vacations. And my supervisor that was over our team, it was about a team of 12, she decided one day to print out pictures to place on the team's desk to what she says was to boost team morale and boost sales. Now, there's 12 people on the team, me included. She printed out 2 different pictures. One picture that about 9 or 10 of the people on my team received was a picture of a cute little kitten. And it was hanging on holding on to a piece of yarn, legs open, it said, hang in there. Nothing too harmless, cute little cat. But the other 3 of us, me included, received a picture of an image of a man hanging from a tree. And it said, hang in there. Now I want you to use your imagination. Let's think of a tree. Think of one of them trees in Lion King, the big, beautiful trees, the long branches. And I want you to think about a rope tied up to that tree. The image of a man who's lifeless with this rope around their neck with the encouraging words of hang in there. Now, this happened to me in July 2018. Anybody who knows, anybody grown, even young kids know this, but for an African American, the lynching is a haunting, unfortunate experience that our people have been going through hundreds of years. And guess what? Still happening to this day. So to see this image, I felt a lot of emotions. I still to this day feel a lot of emotions. I was scared, didn't know if this was a threat. I was sad because I just can't understand why people feel the need to hang people from trees. I felt disgusted that someone in such high power at a big corporation as Hilton would feel comfortable enough to print this photo out and place it on anybody's desk. I feel outraged then, and I feel outraged now. The fact that Hilton breathed about the image, that they said this was to boost team morale and build sales. And when I spoke up about it, I physically got sick, actually, once this happened. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever experienced something like this in the workplace, but after having this image on my desk, I didn't feel the same. I was weary to come into work, weary to get on the phones and sell a product for a company who thought this was okay. No one saw a problem with it. No one. Spoke up about this situation. Ended up getting sick for 2 weeks. Returned back to work. And mind you, I spoke up about this to HR and things like that. Then I fell sick. And when I returned back to work, doctor's notes in hand, they said, we're going to let you go. Now, for them, their reason for doing this is, even if you have doctor's notes, it goes by a current system. And with the days that I missed out from being sick, regardless of a doctor's note, they had to let me go. And when they should have fired me months prior for attendance, whatever that means. To me, before I left, I spoke up. I said, I know what this really is about. You know that I'm not going to stay quiet about what your employers are doing. I'm not going to stay quiet about this woman printing an image of a man lynching from a tree. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to stand by that. And that experience, it changed my life. It helped me realize that, no matter what Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Gandhi, Mandela, all these people who have fought for this equality, no matter what, it won't change everybody's hearts and minds. And, it every day I think, well, what can I do? What can I do so that my little sisters and little cousins and people that I know and love, what can I do so that they don't have to go through this experience? How can I be of service so that people don't have to feel the way that I felt? Because I'm telling you, this has changed my life. So what I did was put it to the music. I felt that, with me being who I was, basketball, and having a slight fan base, people know me, they love me, they respect me. So the best way that I could try to be of service to help people understand that we're still going through these issues every day, I put it to the music. I created a song that's very special to my heart. And I want the world to hear it, man. I believe the world should hear it. It's called Freedom. Freedom. Because I still feel that we're bonded. We're mentally bonded. Physically bonded with the poison that we eat every day. It's so much drama in this world, so many underlying issues, that all we can do is, try to spread love with our talent to everyone in this world, not be afraid to have a voice, and just continue to fight against people like that who are comfortable enough to place images of people hanging from trees and people who are still lynching and still shooting unarmed black kids and just everything that's still going on. Martin Luther King had a beautiful quote: "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Man, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Those are some quotes from Martin Luther King that inspired me to write this next song, Freedom, produced by my boy Tommy So Smooth. And I want you guys to really pay attention to the words. Open up your heart, your mind, let it take you on a ride of those emotions that I'm sure most of us feel on the daily with how the world is. So here's Freedom by yours truly, Legendary. And I'll be right back after you guys get into it.
Yeah. We had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks. They all took a stand for us to unite. It's always going to be a constant fight, so if we just keep an open mind, we can do this together. That's real.
Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape. Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape.
Man, I'm so sick and tired of being divided. So many police turning their henchmen when they be riding. The less melanin in your skin, I bet it save your life. A black kid with iced tea, I bet you pay the price. America, the slaughterhouse, kill you off if you fight. And if they don't take your blood, then they gon' take your right. We ain't equal counterparts, man, we tolerate it. Zimmerman got up, now rewind on accelerated. They taking us back, though it never ended. Supervisors passing out pictures of a man lynching. Like we not offended. I'm in shock cause my mind blown. Can't contain this hurt, so this my freedom song. Freedom ain't free, and that's word of Martin Luther King. On this broken road, cause they always trying to clip our wings. Justice rarely serves, so we never see no peace. We just want a piece of the pie, people are starving in these streets.
Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape. Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape.
Can I be a voice for my people? We fought hard so that we could be equal. Most of us stay trapped in the web the system designed so we won't get ahead. We fit into these boxes alive but we dead. I'm just tired of the cells that's reserved for our kids. We are kings and queens, so let that sink in. They want us to despise the beautiful shades of our skin so that there's no excuse for them killing off our men. And it's a crazy world we live in. Uncle Sam no stranger to the killing. And since the beginning, racism is the biggest villain. Are you willing to take a stand or fight back? Cause it takes more than the saints marching hard in packs. No justice, no peace. A united front starts with them, you and me. And when we together, the community's a beast. So let's all join hands so we can be all we can be. It's legendary.
Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape. Searching for better days, how can you look away when evil's staring you in the face? We need some changes. Still modern day slaves to racial hatred, it's time to escape.
Compare ignorance to the voice of Dr. King's deliverance. I mean, our people was took from Africa, and look at the time they spent. They was getting whipped with chains and plotting on how to run away. I mean, we had whites only and blacks only, and nigger was your name. But back then, they fought for unity. They took a stand, they boycotted, they didn't ride that bus. But now, the battle's just for money and fame. And we not realizing that the pain is still all the same. A nigga is just a nigga. We not allowing no real change. And even though we wanted Obama to get us out, the only one we can trust is the one waiting for us beyond the clouds. And that's real.
love, equality, kindness, prosperity. Those are words that we need to put in our vocabulary every day. I want you guys to think about it. What are you doing to spread love in this world? What are you doing to lend a helping hand to others? There's so many people. I've been hearing this my whole life. You know, when I feel low, I feel down, because we all go through our struggles. It never fails. People tell me there's someone doing worse off than me. And it touches my soul every time, and it gets me right out of the funk that I'm in, because it's true. There's billions of people, and I've been around the world, and I've seen the hurt. I've seen the pain. And so every day I say, how can I uplift somebody's spirit? Just saying a simple hello. You walk by me in public, I don't look down at the ground. I look you in your eyes and I say hello. If I get a hello in return, that's beautiful. If not, it's all right, because I always can feel my energy transfer over to that person. You never know what people are going through. So we have to do this together. I'm tired of seeing people ready to end their lives every day. I'm tired of seeing mothers have to cry because we're killing each other off. I'm tired of seeing everyone so down and so selfishly only focus on themselves. I'm not saying not to focus on yourself, but if you really truly want to live legendary, make it about peace in this world. Your talents and the hard work that you do, it's not just for you. You get satisfaction because you're accomplishing things. But your talent, things that you're good at, that God gave you to share with the world, that's exactly who it's for, the world. Martin Luther King sacrificed his life so that I can have an opportunity to share my music with the world, to share my basketball with the world, to share my voice on this radio show. He was special. He's still special. That's why he has his birthday today. We acknowledge him. That's why we acknowledge him on his Martin Luther King Day. And every day we should acknowledge the fight that he fought. We should take his words and go back and study them. Go back and listen to a speech. Go back and read a quote, share a quote with someone. When you enter the workplace, if you spread love and it trickles down and everybody else spreads love and positivity, no matter how bad you don't want to clock in today, but you do it anyway. If everybody comes in on a high note, positive note, a spiritual connection with each other, then we can avoid situations to where people are comfortable with placing an image of someone lynching on your desk. But I'm moving forward from that situation, whatever you're going through, I believe you can move forward through it. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Okay? Wake up every day, look in the mirror, tell yourself, I am going to live legendary today. When I die, when it's my time to go, people are going to remember my name, my face, and the positivity that I tried to spread around to everyone. Lift each other up, because we're all here together for a reason. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I'll be back next week, 8:30 p.m. sharp. Don't be late. You never know what I'm going to talk about. There's so much that I have to share with you guys, and I love y'all. Have a good one.